It's June, you know what time it is? I said, it's June. You know what time it is. Welcome to Artsplained, the show where I explain art. My name is Michelle, and I want to wish a merry, happy birthday month to Moritz Cornelis Escher. Who's Moritz, you might ask? You probably know him as MC Escher. Born in the Netherlands in 1898, Escher was a Dutch draftsman and printmaker who focused on metamorphosis and the impossible. With his mind-bending illusions, his works are kind of like when you're hungover and you want to sit down but you don't know where down is, and you don't know where up is. During his lifetime, Escher made nearly 450 lithographs, woodcuts, and wood engravings, and over 2,000 drawings and sketches. Originally, he was inspired by Art Nouveau and nature, often creating realistic drawings of landscapes and insects. While he always had an interest in drawing as a young schoolboy, he went on to study architecture in the Netherlands city of Haarlem. Thanks to encouragement from a schoolteacher of his, known as Samuel Jessuron de Mesquita, he switched his focus to drawing and printmaking. Starting in 1921, Escher began to travel extensively. It was these travels that would later influence his future works. When he went to Spain, his visit to the Alhambra and the mosque in Cordoba created a great interest in Arabic design, especially geometry, symmetry, and tessellations. After traveling to Italy, he was also influenced by Moorish architecture and lavish tile work. With these experiences, his interest shifted from landscapes and portraits to instead what he called mental imagery, which was often based on theoretical premises. He would replace abstract patterns with recognizable figures such as angels, demons, fish, birds, or alligators. More so, he would experiment with expressing three-dimensional objects and geometric mathematical concepts. For much of his life, Escher was dismissed by the art world for being too whimsical and too mathematical. He didn't even get his own museum retrospective until he was 70. Ronnie Baer, curator of the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston, said, "I too disdained him, and now I find him really fascinating, both as a really good printmaker and as a thinker." Now let's talk about some of Escher's most well-known works. Relativity was first printed in December 1953, depicting stairs and people walking on them while defying the laws of gravity. This work in particular has been frequently referenced in pop culture, including the 1986 erotic film Labyrinth, the 2014 popcorn classic Night at the Museum, Secret of the Ooze, the obscure cult hit Family Guy, and even video games like Afterlife. Escher's interest in architecture is best seen in Metamorphosis 1. In this woodcut, first printed in May 1937, an image of a realistic Italian coast morphs into a tessellated pattern that is simplified further and further until it becomes a cartoon-like figure. The metamorphosis motif can also be seen in Day and Night, where a checkerboard landscape seems to become a flock of geese. Another Escher work often found in high school art teachers' classrooms is Drawing Hands. This lithograph, first created in January 1948, shows two hands drawing each other into existence. This image is meant to be a paradox, like a which came first, the chicken or the egg situation.
Which came first?
Ian Desjardins, Sackler director of the Dulwich Picture Gallery, said, "It's my firm belief that everyone from 1950 onwards had an image by Escher as a student pinned on their wall, and this was mine." What do you think of Escher and the artworks we touched on today? Because he's worth it, we're devoting an entire month to him. Don't forget to leave a comment.